హాయ్, యాక్టర్ విష్ణు విశాల్ గారు మనతో ఉన్నారు. ఆయన హిట్ ఫిల్మ్స్ అన్నీ తెలుగులో రీమేక్ అయినాయి. 'భీమిలి', 'కబడ్డీ జట్టు', 'రాక్షసుడు'. సో హిజ్ లేటెస్ట్ ఫిల్మ్ 'ఆర్యన్' 31st of October రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. హాయ్, హలో.
Hi sir, how are you?
ఐమ్ గ్రేట్. సో ఇట్స్ ఏ బిగ్ కాంప్లిమెంట్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఇట్స్ ఏ కంప్లైంట్ ఆల్సో. ఎందుకంటే మిమ్మల్ని డైరెక్ట్గా మీ హిట్ సినిమాల్లో తెలుగులో చూసే అవకాశం దొరకలేదు, వేరే హీరోస్ చేశారు.
No, yeah sir, I mean, apart from these two movies, a couple of my movies like Indranale, Mundas Patti, they all were supposed to be remade, almost, finalized last minute because of some few things. They didn't happen. Sandeep Kishan was supposed to do.
Right.
So like that, there are a couple of more films also were supposed to be remade. And in fact, when we narrated Matti Gushti to Ravi Teja sir, he said
wanted to do it.
He said, Vishnu, you do Tamil, I will do Telugu. So somewhere the stories are very universal. So I'm actually happy about it. So after a point of time, I think I decided, let me keep trying to enter the Tollywood industry, because I feel since the stories are traveling, and one day probably the audience will connect to me. Like if you see a theatrical pull in the last two movies, I didn't happen, like FIR and Matti Gushti. But OTT watch was very good, and even the satellite channel watch was really good. So I'm continuously going to try and come to the theaters, so that I think, see, now they're accepting. There is a huge acceptance from the Telugu audiences for all kind of films, from the most commercial to the most content
driven, right?
Yeah, and now if you see, Dude is done really well, and even other Tamil films are doing well here. Other language films, Loka did really well. So I'm also confident that my content one day will penetrate through the Telugu audiences.
సో మీరు హైదరాబాద్ అల్లుడు, సో
Yeah, so that connection is there. So Jwala also pushes me. Sometimes I think, Arey, let me not release in Telugu, but she'll be like, no, your content will click one day very big in Telugu, keep pushing. So she encourages me a lot to make sure that I dub all my movies in Telugu and release them in theaters.
రైట్. పోస్ట్ కోవిడ్లో కంటెంట్ డ్రివెన్ ఫిల్మ్సే ఎక్కువ రీచ్ అవుతున్నాయి ఆడియన్స్కి.
Yes sir, I think audience watching capacity has changed. Watching, viewing taste has changed. It has evolved.
Right.
They're ready to watch anything now.
Yeah.
So even the most entertaining commercial movie also they're ready to watch, and the most content oriented, if they click, if they connect, they're ready to watch. So I think post COVID is a very good time for people like me who always try to do content films.
యా, అది మీరు మొదటి ఫిల్మ్ నుంచి
Yes, sir.
యువర్ యూఎస్పీ హ్యాడ్ బీన్
Different
కాంటెంట్ డ్రివెన్
Yes, yes.
ఆ టైంలో ఇట్ వాజ్ అ లిటిల్ డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ కంపేర్డ్ టు కమర్షియల్.
Yes.
నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్
Yes, now it's a very big advantage.
ఈవెన్ బెటర్
Correct.
across the languages.
So post COVID, this is the first, after that first year COVID, when we didn't know what is happening, I released two films, FIR and Gatta Kushti. For me, both are hits in Tamil.
Right.
Huge hits. And post COVID, that for my level of hero didn't happen for anyone. But I gave post COVID same year two hits.
Right.
After that change, so the change happened only in second year, third year. This is my first release in
Great.
terms of solo release. So I'm confident that this content will click with the audiences everywhere.
నేను ట్రైలర్ చూసాను, ఇట్స్ రియల్లీ గుడ్.
Thank you, sir.
ట్రైలర్లో మిడిల్లోనే సెల్వరాఘవన్ ని రివీల్ చేశారు. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఎ బైట్ ఆర్ ఈజ్ ఈ ద విలన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్?
He is the villain of the film.
ఈజ్ ద విలన్.
Yes.
అంత అంటే జనరల్ గా థ్రిల్లర్స్ విలన్ ఎవరు అనేదే ఇట్స్ ఎ బిగ్ రివీల్ అనేది. మీరు
Yes.
ట్రైలర్ లోనే హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ ద ట్రైలర్ రివీల్ చేసేసారు. సో వాట్ డూ, అంటే సినిమాలో హౌ అనేది.
Yes, sir. So what is unique about this film is, sir, for thriller there is a pattern, and we will break that pattern in this movie. So this is going to be a very different thriller from the rest that you have seen. So that's why we have already announced who the killer is. Now how, why, what is the story.
Right.
And that catch will be a little different. So that is how it's different from my film called Ratchasan, which
విచ్ ఇస్ రివీల్డ్ వెరీ లేట్.
very late. That is where you have to find out who the killer is.
రైట్.
Here, it's a very different perspective. So being a thriller, there are certain elements we cannot reveal right now, but there is a very, very new element which we have not shown in the trailer, which we have not shown in the teaser, we have not spoken about. That is going to be the unique selling point of this movie.
మరి స్క్రీన్ ప్లే ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఆన్ వన్ సైడ్ యూ విల్ సీ హౌ ద police are investigating, on the other side how the killer is trying to ఎస్కేప్ ఈ రెంటిని జెక్స్టాపోజ్ చేసి స్క్రీన్ ప్లే చేశారా లేదంటే హౌ డిఫరెంట్ ఈస్ ద స్క్రీన్ ప్లే?
So screenplay is what is going to keep you hooked, sir.
రైట్.
Now, uh, it's making the make believe. The script is about make believe. Let's assume Spider-Man movie, sir. So Spider comes and bites a human being, he becomes Spider-Man.
రైట్.
It's not possible.
రైట్.
In
But
real,
people believed it.
but believe. So like that, there is a situation in this movie which we will make you believe. If you believe that situation, you will love this movie.
Right.
If you don't believe that situation, you might find this movie okay, but this movie is not going to be bad for you. So that confidence we have. Now what that make believe situation is, I can't tell you now. You have to only see the movie to
అంటే
figure that out.
అదే దట్ ఈస్ అ సూపర్ హీరో కాబట్టి పీపుల్
Yeah, that is superhero, but this has one. Can this happen? What
సైన్స్
if-
ఫిక్షన్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్.
Not science fiction, sir. What if this happened?
రైట్.
If this happened in real life, is it possible? So that believability is going to be very crucial for this movie.
రైట్.
So that element is what is going to make this movie different. If you believe that element, you will really love the movie.
మీ ఫాదర్ హీ వర్క్డ్ యాజ్ ఎ టాప్
Yes.
పోలీస్
Yes.
ఆఫీసర్
Yes,
ఇన్ తమిళనాడు అండ్ మీకు పోలీస్ ఆఫీసర్గా చాలా సినిమాలు వచ్చినాయి, చాలా వరకు హిట్స్ కూడా అయినాయి అన్నట్టు. వాట్ ఈస్ ద కనెక్షన్?
I've seen my father like a hero in my life. And in cinema, for ages, police characters are always being loved by audiences.
రైట్.
Throughout, across languages, across cultures, any kind of role, serious cop, investigation, mass cops, everything is liked. So I have seen that in my real life, in my house. I've seen, a cop as my hero, is my father. So whenever I listen to a story and that has a cop, I get very excited. And I think that excitement is something that I connect with the character really well. And then I look for the story, obviously. And if the story makes sense, I discuss with my father also sometimes, investigation movies, as to how you investigate. And if there is a situation like this, have you ever faced in real life? And all that I discuss a lot with him. In fact, I have written a couple of stories with my father right now, discussed and noted down. All cop stories. 3-4 stories of his real life incidents, all we have written down. One day I think I will make those incidents into a movie. So that's how much I love cop movies.
There is a saying, truth is stranger than fiction. So the real life experiences are
Yes,
more
yes, some of
thrilling than the novels.
So the problem is, he worked as a junior officer way many years back. So what makes a case interesting are the details. And after 35 years, he doesn't remember certain details because it was way back.
Right.
And he says, I never knew you will come into movies. Because I tell him, I want detail. He's like, and I like, Appa, give me detail. If you give me the details, it's become very interesting. And he said, how will I know that you will come into movies? So I need to note down all details and all. But then we are trying to research all the officers who worked with him. He calls them and he asks them the other details. So we're writing some interesting crime stuff with my father. One day I think I'll make more stories on cops.
The stories at that point of time were more interesting because lack of communication.
Yes, lack of communication, no
lack of technology,
technology,
basically.
exactly. This is what is very unique about it. You are absolutely right, actually. So one of the stories, I know what I told my dad, how could you have even cracked this?
Right.
Because no technology, no communication. How do you do it? He said that those days policing was different.
Most of the cases are solved because of the mistakes committed by the
by the
criminals.
criminal. Yes, you are absolutely right. I mean, that is one aspect which I feel of late has not been shown in cinema, and I want to tap
Right.
that. How, when there today any crime movie you say anything, CCTV footage is the first question you'll ask. Those days there was no CCTV. So how did they find out information? How did they connect the dots? All this is very interesting for me.
Films made in a period setup where stories happen before 2000. They are more interesting. to
Interesting,
tell
correct.
because it's
technology, yeah.
difficult to crack.
Very difficult to crack those days. So I think those stories today also when made, they will really be loved by the audiences.
You are also known to be very humble. At the same time, you are very frank person. నేను ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూ చూశాను అబౌట్ యువర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ రిగార్డింగ్ అరణ్య ఫిలిం. సో అంటే ఇట్స్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమిలియేషన్ ఓన్లీ, రైట్? సో యూ ఆర్ వెరీ ఓపెన్ టు అడ్మిట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అండ్ సే దట్ ఐ స్టిల్ come and promote it because
Yes,
that is my duty.
Yes.
Yeah, that is
So
really
yes,
great.
sir. So basically, I mean, I really look forward to that movie. I worked very, very hard. Almost 80, 90 days we shot for the movie. And for me, it was like a first direct Telugu movie. So I spoke Telugu in the movie. I by-hearted my lines, everything. And just I mean, 4 or 5 days before the movie, I come to know that my scenes have been trimmed from the interval itself. I'm only there till the interval. After that, one scene and I'm not there. That too, the director didn't tell me. It just came to me from somewhere else. I was very disappointed, disheartened because Rachasan was a big hit for me. This was a movie coming after Rachasan. And I felt really small, but I just did my duty that time. I never spoke anything anywhere
Ill
for
about, yeah.
till now, till like 4 months back. Why? Because I'm somebody who feels that cinema is something that we all should respect. And people in cinema, maybe we can speak about, but cinema is something I always keep it at the
Bigger
top.
than us.
Yeah, yeah. So that day for me, the pain was that the director didn't tell me. In fact, if he had told me that Vishnu, this happened, I would have actually been okay, sir, it happens, that's cinema. But he never told me. So that is something that hurt me, nothing else. Otherwise, the experience that it taught me, Rana, such a lovely human being, I had such great bonding with him, and you know, it gave me a lot. But what it took away from me was to blindly trust anybody anymore.
Yeah. And that film, first half was good, but second half it went
Sir,
nowhere.
exactly. Now you understand, sir, why I said that second half, because the story was not that. The story was very different. The story was completely, the second half, I had to be a part of the story for the story to be interesting. So when the director trimmed, my question was this, that was the story in the first place, that's why I agreed, that was nice. If you take off me, how will the story work?
Yeah.
And they convinced me saying, no, you see, because once I came to know, I asked him. And he said, no, you see, it's for the good of the movie. I said, okay, fine, sir, if it's going to become a great hit, I'll be the most happiest person because I want to be a part of good movies. That's all my intention is, nothing else. And if it doesn't work, then sir, this is the mistake you have done. You get to know it. And I just kept quiet after that.
All right. You are an accidental actor.
Yes.
And before that, you are a cricketer.
Yes.
So, మీరు ఏం చేసే క్రికెట్లో బౌలింగ్ బ్యాటింగ్
Batsman, sir.
బ్యాట్స్మెన్.
I play CCL, so a lot of Telugu audiences know me because of CCL.
Right.
Every time I play against Telugu, I score. So, Taman is a very good friend, and a lot of people who play cricket, Akhil is a very good friend.
Right.
And it's very interesting, sir. Cricket and cricketer turned hero in cinema is very interesting journey for me.
Right.
And it's given me a lot of happiness, cricket as well as, you know, cinema, what I wanted to achieve. Basically, as a cricketer, I wanted to be famous, and that was always there in me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't,
cinema is fulfilling
yeah,
that
I
in a
couldn't
bigger
achieve
way.
that there.
Yeah.
So in cinema, I think the love that I get from people, the recognition that I get from people, it makes me kind of, you know what, okay, it's fine. I feel really happy.
There are more accomplished cricketers from Tamil Nadu in terms of be it IPL or national cricket team. So is it because of that ecosystem and the coaching and the exposure Chennai has towards cricket?
Yes, sir. The kind of academies there,
Right.
the kind of support system from Tamil Nadu Cricket Association for cricketers. Now, if you see this TNPL, Tamil Nadu Premier League, always nurturing cricketers.
Yeah, all the Sai Sudarshan, these were all stars before
Yes,
entering
sir.
to the.
So, first Chennai was the center hub, sir.
Right.
Turf wickets used to be only in Chennai. Slowly, you know, it got spread down south. A lot of talent is there down south on all the, you know, districts. So slowly, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association made sure that all the districts had those facilities. And when the facilities were extended to the districts, the quality of cricket improved. And then more players started playing well.
Right.
And, you know, more quality players started coming out of Tamil Nadu. And I think that's a very good thing for any sport, sir. If you don't have the infrastructure, the association doesn't provide the necessary support system, the players and the talent will not come up.
Jwala garu she is a national, international sports star. ఒక ఫిల్మ్ లో కూడా యాక్ట్ చేశారు. అండ్ యు ప్లేడ్ ఫర్ ద లీగ్స్ ఇన్ తమిళనాడు, దెన్ యూ బికేమ్ అన్ యాక్టర్. అంటే జనరల్ గా యాక్టర్స్ అండ్ స్పోర్ట్స్ పీపుల్ ఈ మ్యారేజెస్ అనేది చాలా ఎక్కువ జరుగుతుంటుంది అమాంగ్ ద స్పోర్ట్స్ పీపుల్, అమాంగ్ ద యాక్టర్స్ అండ్ అమాంగ్ ద కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ టూ. సో మీది హౌ డిడ్ ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్? ఎందుకంటే రెండు సపరేట్ ఫీల్డ్స్ కదా.
I think it happened because of sports only, sir. So basically, Jwala's very close friends are actor Vishal's
రైట్.
close friend. So they came to Chennai for Vishal's sister's wedding, and I was also there in the same wedding. So we happened to meet, and we started speaking about sports. Initially, it was a very difficult conversation because she's very strong in her
రైట్,
head.
వెరీ ఇండిపెండెంట్.
Very independent, very strong. But as time went by, she came to know about my life, my sports journey, then actor. Then started watch some of my movies. She's like, your movies are so good. And she said, if you were in probably Telugu industry, people would have celebrated you to another level. I said, no, even Tamil people like me. No, she said, no, but I think your movies are really good. And from there we started talking more, and things happened, and I'm happy. I think she pushes me. Being a sports person, she keeps reminding me whenever I'm little down mentally. Listen, you are also a sports person. We can't go mentally low, correct? We need to bounce back. Think, analyze, don't sit. Think what to do next. So it's like a match we are playing. The life, the careers. So think like a sports person, and she encourages me also. So that's a very big plus for me.
And she's very outspoken, and
Yeah,
she
very
criticizes if things are
Yeah.
if the system is wrong, if the politicians.
Sometimes I tell her to calm down. I say you can't change the world single-handedly, but she says no, I want to voice out my opinion. I said I understand that. I think sometimes just let it be, and an opinion is good as long as you have it and you own it. Sometimes when put out in public forum, it might have repercussions. So I tell her to sometimes stay calm. So now if you see, she would have gone little quieter. Little quieter, not much. She's very strong. But she still is very opinionated. But I think she has some very valid points to speak. So sometimes when she tells me those points, I also keep quiet.
Yeah.
So there's a perspective to life. Everyone has a perspective to life, to what is happening in the society. So her perspective, I definitely agree, and I respect it.
Right. So she has an academy here.
Yes.
And she's stationed here.
Yes.
You're stationed in Chennai.
No. Both of us are in Chennai.
So
we keep traveling.
Okay.
So she comes for her academy every now and then.
Right.
But we live in Chennai.
You live in Chennai.
Yeah, we both live together in Chennai. And now we have had a baby, Meera. So
named by Aamir Khan.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. అంటే మీరు అంటే అమీర్ ఖాన్ గారితో అంత క్లోజ్ ఎలా అయ్యారు?
So basically, sir, Aamir sir, I had met during Matti Kushti in Chennai. He came for one of the functions of Red Giant Productions.
Right.
And my film FIR was getting an award. I was shooting for Matti Kushti that time. So I'm a big Aamir sir fan. So Jwala knows Aamir sir from when she played. Once when she won for some particular tournament, he called and wished her. So she's told me that sir has once wished me. So I was very excited. So sir was the first row, I was at the second row. And I said I want a picture with him because for me, I'm a big Aamir Khan fan, like very, very big fan. And she said, yeah, let's let the function get over, I'll speak to him. By that time, sir turned back, saw both of us and noticed Jwala, and he started walking and coming towards Jwala. You are Jwala, right? Because after almost 10-15 years, they're talking. She says, yes sir, how are you sir? What are you doing in Tamil cinema function? Then she says, no sir, I married Vishnu. Oh yeah, you just got an award from me. I said, yes sir. And he's like, good, very nice trailer, thank you sir. So you're in completely movie? Yes sir. Okay, great. So we exchanged numbers, we took a picture. So he just told me, come to Bombay and we'll meet. I thought, okay, I don't want to disturb him. But Jwala told me, whenever you go to Bombay, you meet. So after the release of Gata Gusti, I went to Bombay. I met him. So he asked me about the release, and he asked me the story. I told him. Then he asked me, what are you doing next? That is when I showed him Aaryan 20-day teaser. He loved it. And he asked me the one-liner. I told him that unique element I'm telling you about. The moment he heard that, he's like, wow, it's so different. So he said, can I take a narration? I said, sir, for sorry sir, if I may ask for. No, I am also producing a lot of movies in Hindi. So it's something very unique. Let me take a narration. So then he took a narration the same evening. By chance, my director was also in Bombay, same director.
Right.
So night 10 o'clock, he called us for narration. Till morning 6, he was sitting with us for narration. So once the narration was over, he asked me, who's the antagonist of the movie? And I said, sir, what if it is you? And from there, our journey started. because he loved the character of the antagonist. And for the Hindi version of it, Tamil was separate. So then he started asking me details, and we traveled over 6 months for this movie. He had 4 different narrations, we did some corrections. Finally, he said no. And then I said, sure, sir, super. Our relationship, from there only it started. After 3-4 months, he had to come to Chennai to treat his mother. So that is when somebody from his team contacted me, and for local support, because he had to stay for 3 to 4 months. So then I arranged everything for him to be comfortable. Not that he can't do it, but when somebody from
perspective,
his team calls me, it's my duty to make sure that he has a nice homestay.
Right.
So by chance in my villas, there were a lot of villas that were there. So I arranged 3-4 villas. I gave him my office to work from, because 4 productions are going on. There we became very close. And then when he came to know about me and Jwala were trying for a baby and it's not happening, he immediately said, you should have told me before, let's go to Bombay. I'll take you to my doctor, who I know really well. They will really help you. And then Jwala went to the doctor. He asked Jwala, where are you staying? She said, I'm staying in a hotel. No, you are going to stay in my house. So the way he treated us after that, for almost 10 months, Jwala had to be in Bombay. It was like a family member. Literally, her entire family is very close to Jwala and me. And then, imagine, from his biggest fan, I'm going to his house and staying and waking up with him every morning, having coffee, tea, discussing cinema, seeing him work. For me, suddenly, life changed. I learned a lot from him in those 2 years of my life, which I've spent with him. The kind of person is, his approach towards movies, as a producer, as an actor. For me, it was like a master class. And when Jwala became pregnant, I requested, sir, you only have to name the baby, because this is a gift. We all know that God gives gifts, but in the form of people sometimes. Right. So for us, you are that person who probably, we were almost 2 years, we gave up. Jwala almost gave up. But then this has happened, so you have to name the baby. So he came to Hyderabad to name the baby, and that is a relationship I share with him. And it's very special. I have no words. Yeah. So I learned a lot last 2 years from that. Being a good human is the most important aspect of life. And that is what will matter at the end of the day, is what I have learned from Aamir sir.
That is really great. It's like a movie
story. Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
You won't see such stories.
Yes, exactly. It's like unbelievably good. Too good to be true stories.
Right. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah, it's a fairy tale. You're right. It's a fairy tale. And what he's gifted us, and he's named Meera M-I-R-A, which is A-M-I-R, Aamir. So that bond is very, very special. It's beyond words for me and Jwala, and I think Meera is so blessed to be named by such a good human being, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Great, that is. Rajinikanth గారితో మీరు లాల్ సలాం చేశారు. What is his experience? Superstar
So
up close.
Yeah, again, I'm the number one fan of Rajini sir from my childhood. And see, one side, if you see, I'm a very big Aamir sir fan who does only content. And the only commercial actors, huge childhood following I have is Rajini sir. Right. Who's just for his style, charisma, and that he brings one unique style about him, which I think is so eye-catching. It's so lovely, seeing him on screen, and fires up the screen literally. Now I go to shoot, first day of Lal Salam, and I see that in person. We had an action sequence, first day combination shoot, and that walk of his in that action, right, gave me goosebumps the first day, because now this is the first time I'm seeing him in person. And he's a very humble, very down-to-earth human being, and we had a lot of discussions about life, cinema. I think that movie somewhere went a little wrong, but his intentions are very good, because he wanted to be a part of some very good content. Right. And sometimes I feel bad that it just missed.
ఆయన అట్లా చేయలేదు ఎప్పుడు కదా. I think the first time he has done
yes,
special
exactly.
role in
So
content film.
I wanted this movie to win really bad, because if it wins, a lot of big stars will want to do such right, very, very meaningful roles to for the society. See, every movie should not be for the society to bring about change. No, we are into a business that needs to entertain audience. But there are some movies that actually really
make money and be
bring-
meaningful.
yeah, really meaningful. They really help the society. And when it comes from a big superstar, the change is even more.
Right.
So I believe in that. Cinema affects the society and an individual's thinking. So I only wish that I did well, because then that would have given a lot of big stars super encouragement to be a part of some really good content-oriented societal kind of movies. But it didn't. But it's fine. But I had a great time shooting for it, and with Rajni sir, I think I got to see that man up close as to how much of dedication, hard work, passion he still has in terms of delivering his dialogues, in terms of understanding the scene. He sits and rehearses. If there is 5 people in the scene, he'll call all 5. Sit. What is your line? What is your line? He sits
Bonding.
once or twice, rehearses, makes you comfortable, then does the scene. That's lovely about him.
Shrestha Movies is releasing
Yes.
the Telugu version because Nitin is a close friend.
Yes. Nitin, I know him really well. Jwala is very close friend. Jwala has acted in Nitin's movie in the song. But beyond that, I think I have very good respect for Nitin's father. I think he's a superb human being. He's always looked after my movies right from the start. And I met him a couple of times. He's always encouraged me and always told me that, you're doing good movies. So I think I really, because of that respect that he's always given me, I called him up and I told him, sir, I want you to release my movie Aaryan. And then I sent him the teaser and he immediately agreed. Then after that I spoke to Nitin. Nitin, I'm speaking to I spoke to your father. So it'll be really great if, sir releases the movie. He said, don't worry, he'll definitely do it. And that's the bonding I have with the family. And sir just told me one thing, Vishnu, I know Jwala from childhood. You're like our family. Don't worry.
Right.
So that's the bond I share with Shrestha Movies.
ఇందులో ఇద్దరు హీరోయిన్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఆర్ దే క్యారెక్టర్ డ్రివెన్ ఆర్ హీరోతో రొమాంటిక్ యాంగిల్?
Yes, sir. See, they have their importance in the movie, but love interest is Manasa, and Shraddha is a very strong character in the movie. The first 30 minutes of the movie, she completely holds it, and she has a very big significance in the investigation part also. I'm investigating as a cop, she's investigating as a journalist. So, there are a lot of...
Both of you work together?
No.
అది కూడా?
Yeah, so she's on her own, I am on my own.
Right.
So there is a significance as to what, why, how. Like I said, what, why, how, when.
Right.
That is what will make this movie unique, and they have very strong characters. Most of the characters, women characters in my movies, 60-70% of the time will have a very significant role. Even if you see Gatta Gusti, the woman is the hero.
Right.
If you see FIR, all the three women had very strong characters. So I believe that good characters in a movie make a good movie. So I always believe in that. So that's why there will be a lot of good characters in my movie.
దట్స్ గ్రేట్. ఫ్యూచర్లో ఏ ఫిల్మ్స్ చేస్తున్నారు? ఎనీ అదర్ ఆన్ ద ఫ్లోర్?
Yes, sir. Gatta Gusti 2, Matti Gusti 2 is happening. Then I've completed a movie with the Rachasan director. It's called Irandavanam.
అందులో కాప్ చేస్తున్నారా?
No. It's a love story. Me and Mamita Baiju.
ఓ గ్రేట్. ఇట్స్ ఎ లవ్ స్టోరీ.
Yeah,
జానరా చేంజ్ ఆల్ టుగెదర్.
Complete change, sir. First one, it's my third combination with him. First one was Mundaspatti. It was a comedy movie. Second one was Rachasan, which you all know.
Yeah.
It was a cop thriller. Third one is a love story. So complete 3 shifts of genres. And he's done a fantastic job. I can't wait for the world to watch that movie. He's done something very good. We shot for 155 days for that movie, and with Mamita as the main lead. Right. We are really looking forward. It will release in February, sir. So that is completed. Matti Gusti 2 shoot is going on. Then I'm doing...
This is your Matti Gusti getup?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that shoot is going on. Then next is with Arun Raj Kamaraj. He did a cricket movie with Aishwarya Rajesh.
Right. In Telugu also.
It released in Telugu.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Aishwarya Rajesh,
my next one is after that is with him. And then I have a movie called Bachelor in Tamil. Satish.
ఎన్ని ఫిల్మ్స్ చేస్తున్నారు మీరు? How many films?
I have 5 films sir now. So I'm nearing my 25th film. So that is also in talks. So God is very kind that in the content oriented journey that I spoke about, which was very difficult before, today I have some good
Wide
movies.
variety of
Yes,
genres.
I have a lot of variety. Definitely, I have a lot of variety.
ఈ ట్రైలర్ లో చూసినప్పుడు యూ లుక్ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్. ఎందుకని, వాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్?
The first time I went clean shave.
క్లీన్ షేవ్. యా, యూ లుక్ కంప్లీట్లీ డిఫరెంట్.
Yeah. First time I went complete clean. I thought, let me experiment because I wanted it to be different from Ratchasan.
Yeah.
Ratchasan had a
It's like looking at a new actor.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to just experiment with that look. I think 70-80% people are liking it. 10-20% there is negative feedback also. But I think
because they got used to
yeah.
But for Telugu people, they are not so much exposed. So this looks,
yeah. So probably once the movie you watch, you will probably get used to it, is what I feel. Because 2 hours you will watch that face and you'll get used to it.
right. Oh, that's great. It's great chatting with you.
Thank you, sir. Same as
I'm going to watch
Please
the movie
watch.
on 31st October. All the best.
Yeah.
Trailer is
I've
really
spoken
good.
so much about that unique element. I hope that when you watch, you'll be like, yeah, Vishnu told me that day is right.
Right.
So I hope that you get that experience.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.